Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Your favorite father and son duo, Darron and Dave. What's happening, Pops?
What up, though?
Hey man, we back, man. We just didn't have enough, man. We got so much to talk about. So we're gonna run it back to you all. I hope everybody's having a great day, morning, evening, wherever you are. Uh so man, we just want to talk about interracial marriages, man. Um, my wife is actually Thai, but she's a German national, and my father, his wife now is is from the Philippines. So these are real life topics, and in other people's worlds, they will be everyday struggles. So it's just something that we want to talk about because at the end of the day, we understand. Again, we're not condescending. We don't know everything, and we don't understand everything. But this is one thing. But before we get into it, please like and subscribe. Show us some love. Show us your support, please. You know, um, it's just real content. That's it, man. That's all we can provide for you all. So we're gonna get into it, man. First thing first, man. My view about interracial marriage, man. Love who you love. You know what I'm saying? We are um, African American, and I do believe that um, the bloodline of African Americans are dwindling. I get that, but at the end of the day, man, life is life, and you're just gonna run into people when you run into them, and things are just gonna happen, and you love who you love, and sometimes, man, you can't help that. You can't force yourself to love a certain race. You can't love your. I'm sorry. You can't force yourself to love a certain person. What's meant for you is what's meant for you. If you believe in a higher power, then you'll understand that. Um, I watch a lot of Dr. Umar Johnson, and man, my dad and I talk a lot about him, and he does have strong views on marrying with inside your race, you know, black on black, white on white, Asian on Asian. He think every race should stay within their lane. And 100%, I actually understand him. I get his point. You know what I'm saying? But man, once you start to travel this world and like do different things, you come across different people. And myself personally, I did try that. Around like 2018/19, I was looking for that. I said, man, you know what? And I want a sister, man. And I would I put forth the effort, but it just didn't happen. You feel me? And I'm like, well, I just can't wait around for it. And I came across a wonderful lady who is now my wife, who actually buried my child. Shout out to Ms. Napa, and shout out to my boy Dalen. But
Ah,
it is what it is, man, and I love them. And that's how it is. So I know a lot of people are, having those emotions out there, and you have faced a lot of scrutiny, maybe. Even if it's not to your face, it might be behind your back. But you just got to keep it pushing, man, and just love who you love. So Pops, have you ever faced like some type of scrutiny or some type of backlash from your decision with you and your new wife?
no, I can't say that I have, son. Um, I definitely can't say that I have. Never no scrutiny. Though, so well, first, like I say, it started. Unfortunately, when I divorced my wife, I was overseas, so yeah, it was no because there was no scrutiny over there. Like we've been telling you guys, when you go over there, it's everybody's the same. So it's not perfect. You have your problems over there, but everybody pretty much the same. But as far as to answer your question, no, I never had no scrutiny as far as my wife being Filipino, and I actually love my wife. She she's a good woman, and I remember when I first met her, I said, well, I'm gonna take you back to Savannah. That was Savannah was home at the time, even though y'all know,
You
born and raised, y'all can hear about what I say. What up, dope? But
Born and raised in
yeah, I met
Detroit. Wait, you was
in
born and
Detroit.
raised in Detroit, but you moved to
Yeah,
Savannah.
no doubt.
All right, got
Born and raised in Detroit, but moved to Savannah.
gotcha. Okay.
That's when I got out
Okay.
the military. So
Yeah.
yeah, so when I took her there, I said, you need to meet my children. First of all, it's about to be my daughter, because she like her mom. So if it's gonna have to work. You know, if it don't work, it ain't gonna work. So man, as soon as as soon as she met my kids, man, she was hand and foot in. She loved them. So and they were the same with that. They was like, yeah, Dad, we love her. We know your situation. So it worked out. So as far as having an interracial relationship, man, I have no quarrels with that, you know. And as I've gotten older, you know, and been overseas, I've learned to realize, you know, it really doesn't matter what color the wife is. I mean, or whatever the case, who your significant other is. It's just a matter of, you know, it's all about who you true to in your heart.
Right.
And I know a lot of times, you know, I never people try to say other things about it and say that it's a negative aspect, and I've never had no issues though, none whatsoever. And
Right.
if I would, then well, we'll handle that when that time's come. But I haven't never had no problem.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I, yeah, I think it's a situation where, um, but again, I think that was our first podcast, my son and I, when we were talking about, you know, getting that passport. You'll see other things when you get over there, and you will see the differences of cultures when you marry an Asian woman. So it just comes down to, you know, what you want. I mean, I was married to a black woman. Both of my beautiful children, mom is black, but you know,
Yo, shout out Miss Bianca Rogers. Love you.
shout out to the ex.
My mama, Mama Dukes.
You
Yeah.
know, so 17 years. I mean, that's a long time, you know. But as far as interracial relationships, no worries, no issues, none
Okay.
whatsoever.
Okay. And I got two things to say about that. So just bear with me. A lot of people would think it's like difficult to accept, like the father or mother once they have a different significant other or if they get remarried, you know. But I had to like grow to like understand, like, man, hey, like love is love, And at first it was tough because I'm like, man, that's my mom, you know what I'm saying? And she got her own struggles to face, and then like it might seem as if my dad is now living a good life, he's remarried. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta understand, like, it's we live to be happy. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Nobody lives to be sad on purpose. And if you are, you need to go get checked into a mental home.
Yeah,
That
the
was
wrong
a
thing.
challenge for me, is to like really understand that as I grew. And I understand it. Mao is a lovely lady and I respect her to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? And you at the end of the day, you want your parents to be happy, you know? Um, and then two, what I want to hit on is what's crazy? What I always hear pops is like
What up?
is when women talk about, oh, y'all just get y'all passports and then go marry these Asian women or these other women because they bow down to you all, or
Okay.
they
Let me,
they're so they're submissive and you can tell them what to do. Can you
so
please explain that that's not what it is? And in some instances, it's like that, but I think they have the wrong notion about it.
okay. So now I'm gonna have to walk this line very, very tightly.
Don't walk it tightly, bro. Just let it loose.
Okay. So let me just,
Oh.
because your mom. I'll okay. Let me just put it like this, man. Again, I wouldn't say it's a submissive thing. It's just that. See, I bet you the question comes from because most of these things come from black women, correct?
A lot of times, yes. From what I've experienced.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, my father hit. Shout out to David Rogers, my father.
Yes, sir,
You know,
grandpa. China.
rest in
Rest in
peace.
peace, baby.
Hey, only a hit dog gonna holler. So
Mm,
if they feel that it's an issue, then that means that then you need to fix the game. I
mm,
mean, and a lot of that I think is it's just it's just what they hear from the other side. Like we said it's okay with interracial relationships. So why should they say it's an issue because they say that the Asian women bow down? They don't bow down. They just, I mean, they just know how to treat their man.
right.
And, they treat them with respect, but I mean, they're not going to just Well, I can tell you my wife not. She's not gonna just sit there and let you run over. Like,
Right,
and as she's been here in the States, man, hey, she a sister anyway,
right.
cause she'll cuss your ass out. So that's why I say, um, that's just a myth when the women say that, and I think they just they hate.
Yeah,
And that's just my opinion. I'm not downgrading them, and it's not all sisters, man. But
right.
again, and they probably haven't been nowhere, so they just don't know. So I don't fault them for that.
Hmm.
And again, if you're not raised that way, or if your parents that raised you never been anywhere, then you're not going to understand that anyway.
That,
So
yeah, that's
no,
the
that's just how it comes down. And again, we going back to the first podcast. So I mean, but hey, it is what it is. I mean,
yeah. I think that's the
it,
foundation, though, pops. Like what you just hit on. Like, if you wasn't raised like that, like you just don't know, and
no, no,
from earlier times, like a lot of our strong black women were taught to be independent. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Make your way due to what was occurring in slavery when, that they were separating the men from the women and taking the kids away from the women. Like women were taught to have to handle their own. Maybe the woman was in the house, but the men was out in the field and the kids was out in the field, but the woman still had to make her way. She had to live to see her original husband again. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And I think that that's just what they were taught over time. And then, like, unfortunately, it just bled into our culture now,
Oh
and
yeah,
a lot of our young women are like still living like that. But it's like we're in a place now where, baby girl, like you don't gotta be like that. You feel me? Like a man wants a feminine woman. A man don't want a woman who make all this money and like who bossed up and do that. I'm telling you, uh, I don't think men really don't look at that. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the man gonna look at like, hey, I'm gonna be bossed up. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that for you. I just need you to
right.
hold me down in the ways that I might lack in. You feel me? For
Right.
example, you know, cooking
And I
dinner.
feel that's why they make them comments a lot too, son.
Yeah.
Because like they just it's just unfortunate because I mean you made a point, but I actually forgot about what you were saying because you got deep into it, man. It was
All right.
I was floating, I was gone, but uh I shouldn't even cut you off. I should have let you just kept on going with
It's
it.
all
But
good. Hey, and I keep going. But that's just what I think that's what occurred. And I don't think our women should look at it like that. Like, man, get your money. Make sure if you were to be in a relationship with a man or marry a man, you have your own. Like, make sure you
Mhm.
do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't take that away from no person, especially no women. But if you have a problem with finding a man, or you always find yourself saying, "Oh yeah, they want to go do this with this woman because she'll listen to anything he say," it's not like that. A
Yeah, it
lot of
shows
people
not.
nowadays just have more masculine energy, and it's not the woman's fault. It's
No,
not
it's
your
because they
fault.
had to be the head of the household anyway.
They had to
But
be
see,
that
but this is where
due to the system.
this is where that comes from. If the father's not home, this is what you got. I mean, how you gonna be a daughter when shit from the jump street you taking care of your other brother, which is damn near your son,
Yep.
so you don't have a chance to be a daughter, so you don't even know. So it all starts from the household, man. That's why you got to be with them and at least start off with them so they know what's going on. But and as far as the other side of the interracial, because you have, I guess it always comes with some when 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 people go overseas or whatever the case may be, they tend to see it more. But for me being from Detroit, I mean, hey man, I, I lived on the street with all Syrians, bro. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and we were speaking Arabic. I mean, I was doing it before I even went over there, so it's like,
Salam alaikum, Habibi.
well, wa alaikum salam. But yeah, that's just basically that how they go. So if they don't know, they
Yeah.
just not gonna get it, man. But I feel sorry for the people that don't know. And as far as for the black and white, it's different. I think I don't know, son, but I think people look at it a little different, unfortunately.
When it's black and white,
Right. Yeah.
that's tough.
And see, and I'm saying I'm thinking people look at it differently, and I don't know why. But see, again, this is history, so it's like they pretty much done instilled in your head like this is just not supposed to be.
Right,
And again, that's unfortunate.
right.
I
Because
mean,
you would mess around, man, and like really miss out
miss
on
out on something good like that.
right.
Now,
Yeah,
I'm not talking about these idiots out here, man, quote unquote. The rich people and everything, and just they out here just slinging dick or whatever the case may be. That's not what I'm saying.
your boy did.
But man, I'm damn sure not going up on that. Hey, they ain't gonna push me off. We just started. But
Yeah,
yeah,
go
man, I
ahead.
can get balls deep on that.
Go ahead, Paul. Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead. I'm
See, that
sorry.
made me lose my thought again. See, now I lost it.
Now you were
You know,
saying that. Now you were
I'm already gone.
saying. Now you were saying that quote unquote, you're not talking about the people who just be out here slinging dick and just going crazy. That's what you were saying. So I don't know where you was going with that, but that's what you were
Oh,
saying.
anyway, you don't mess me up again. I
I'm sorry.
always mess with me.
I'm sorry. I love you.
It's cool. But
You
yeah,
know.
that's fine.
You
But
know.
yeah, that's all, man. I don't have no issues with that thing. But they
Yeah.
look at the black and white thing different simply because of that's just the way they were brought up and that's the way they were raised.
Right. I can see that. I can see. I mean, hey man, that's how we was.
They
I
pushing
mean,
it on the news, bro.
huh?
They pushing it on the CNN. I mean, every day. Like, I don't know. It's
What you mean
crazy.
they pushing it on the news? What you mean?
Well, because this the black and white thing. I mean, it's on the
Yeah,
news, five, whatever, the news. That's why Dad tried not to watch it.
you're
But I
right.
just have to know, like I said before, I have to know what's going on because since you guys are, I just had to make sure.
Yeah, that we overseas and we,
Mhm.
like like in the military and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, you want to make sure we good.
So I got to know what them folk are doing.
That's right.
And we're going to leave it at that.
No, that's right. No, that's right, man.
But yeah, that part of the interracial was bad, man.
Yeah,
Sure. Now,
man.
have
Look,
you ever ran into something like that?
no, I I haven't ran into it, but I do get like randomly. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm talking to somebody at work, but they'll be like, okay, like, so what made you want to marry an Asian woman? You know what I'm saying? And I have to answer that question.
Yeah.
And it's like not any pressure. You feel me? But
No, it's definitely no pressure.
yeah, but it's just it just is what it is. You
Yeah.
know, um,
Because when
unfortunately,
I get that, I come back and say, well, why would I not?
you feel me?
And see, everybody's always going on what they heard. Go by what you know.
Go by what that's the problem. Go by what you know and not what
I
you
mean,
heard.
yeah,
You feel
because
me?
I'm not going to tell you nothing that I haven't done. I'm not going to lead no one up no hill that I haven't charged before. I guess that just comes from being in the military. But hey, if I tell you a mosquito can pull a wagon, you better hook that bitch up.
And hook it up. If a mosquito, hey, y'all listen to that carefully. Hey, Pops, say that one more time.
If I tell you a mosquito can pull a wagon, hook it up.
And a lot of times he don't be wrong. I'll be honest with you. He don't
And
be
the
wrong.
analogy on that is just imagine a little bitty that little fucker that be in your ear all the time, fucking with you. He pulling a wagon that four horses had to pull.
Mm-hmm.
That means he know what the fuck he talking about.
That's right.
I'm not being condescending.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because your my ex and my daughter always try to hit you with them $95,000 words, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not. I'm just telling you the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a better state damn language.
Yeah. So speaking of like, all right. So if you was to like look back at your life, like like where did you see your life headed? Like where did you see your future? Like did you ever think like you would end up in the position that you're in right now? Or did you always feel like you will be with my mom like for like the rest of your life? If you ever thought about that, like where do you think like you would end up?
Well, I can't really see. I mean, is that a two-part question? Because at first it was coming up on like where do I see myself being, but then it's coming. So
Like before you even was married, period. Like how did you see your life? like with
Oh,
the
I told you
significant
when
other?
I was young. I told you in the first thing, man. When I was in the first podcast, I don't remember. I didn't see myself making it past 18, 21,
Mhm.
being from the crib, you know. But hindsight being 2020, or just this, you know, yeah. I mean, if I just could say, okay, I really never thought about that, man, until I got as a senior in high school because life was more or less just like it was just easy for me. I didn't really care about that stuff.
Right,
But as you know, because my mom and pops, you know, they took care of me there. When my father passed away, man, you know, it was easy.
right.
Like it hurt me that he was gone, but I knew it had to be done. So by that time, he had already done slapped the shit out of me a couple times and let me know it had to be done. So
Yeah.
life was easy for me after that.
So,
But
okay, I'm sorry. So how did you
good.
feel about marriage? Because like marriage back then is a lot different from marriage now. A lot of people don't strive for marriage.
Always saw marriage as being the way pops and moms was, you know, like the father always got to be home. He always got to be with his family. That's the way I saw marriage as being.
Mm,
That's the way I saw it. And like once you have a child, you're supposed to be with that woman. And
right.
that's to me, that's what that was about. Like that was always instilled into me. That's how I looked at it. But as far as and so that comes along with marriage. I mean, if you're married, then you stay your black ass there. Especially once you have a child. You better not go nowhere. I'll slap shit out you.
Yeah, straight up.
So I mean, hey, that's what I feel on that.
Okay.
Very quick answer.
Like now, man, people be talking about, oh, we got to go 50-50. So I'm going to explain my 50-50, right, in a relationship. Man, my
What you
50-50
got there?
is I think people look at it more so as currency wise, but
Mhm.
like, okay, I pay the car note, I pay the mortgage, then the other individual would pay the cell phone bill, the electricity bill. I don't think that's the 50-50 that people should go as. I look at it like as the man, you know, the man pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? If it's like a little part where you feel like is very minuscule and like you can kind of throw that off on the wife, okay, cool. Let her pay that. But I feel like the man should take care of everything that's coming into the house and the woman should take care of everything in the house. You feel me? So I bring home the bacon, you cook the bacon.
Right.
Like, and that's how I look at it. And
Hey, and
a lot of people gonna hear that and think, oh, well, you just want me to be submissive. No,
no,
I'm out
no,
here
no, no.
I'm out here doing everything so you don't have to worry about that. You just make sure the house is cool. Make sure it's clean. Make sure it's all right. Make sure the babies are good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna come home. Everything gonna be here that you need. You got your kitchen appliances that you want. You got your furniture that you want. You got everything that you want. Let me take care of that. And then you just take care of everything that's already in the house. I'm gonna take out the trash. You don't gotta worry about that. I'm gonna do everything that a masculine man should do. You just do what you're supposed to do, and
Take
you can go
everything you
work.
take out the trash.
Go have your
Oh
job.
yeah, for sure.
Do what you want to do.
That's
But
that
that's how
50-50
this
thing
is.
right there. Yeah.
That's
That
how.
just makes things just that much better.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, a relationship like that we should be helping each other at our weakest points. That's what it is. Make sure that the next person don't have a wink link. That's it.
I like the way you put that, son.
Yeah.
I like the way you put that, man. I couldn't have said it better myself. I damn sure couldn't. Yeah. But
Yeah. And that's the secret to it, man.
yeah, boy. I guess I did raise. I guess we did do good with you.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all did y'all thing.
Your sister, both of y'all smoke Kuma Coons. You know, I can't be mad, bro.
Cause you was a good father, man,
Mhm.
and
Hey,
my
man.
wait, you are a good father, not was to put it in past tense. And my mother is a good mother, and I think like what I really learned from you all was, especially you, man, is the number one thing. Boy, don't ever put your hands on a lady, bro.
Man, listen. Now we can go ahead and crank this bitch up. So now I've been a firm believer of, man, if your man put a hand on his woman, use a bitch nigga.
For sure.
I mean, just call it what it is. Excuse my French. I'm sorry, but there is nothing that a woman can do to a man for them to put his hands on them.
Mm.
Let me tell you something from experience, brothers, and anything else that's anybody else who's watching, man. The
Yeah.
worst thing you can do to a woman is to go home when you get and they start arguing, is to take a shower, squirt on that damn Versace red, going on in the laundry room and start ironing up them back in the day, them jabos with that crease in them bitches. Hey,
Yeah.
toss them Timberlands on and
Hey,
deuces.
go.
And I
Go.
guarantee you, it's on and cracking.
Go.
Where the hell you going?
Hey, I'll be
I
back.
ain't trying to argue. I'm out here, man. I'm out, nigga. I'm gone. But once you wash your ass and squirt on that goddamn Versace red, it's over.
It's on.
Somebody gonna, hey, somebody is, where
You're gonna be like, God dang.
this nigga
That's how
going?
you avoid that. That's how you, not granted. You got your women who are just uh originally aggressive. And I'm not mad at them. You know, you have your women like that who, they want to throw bowls and they want to try to hit you in your face. Hey man, I get that.
Been through
That might
that.
be your love language. Yeah, that might be your love language. But man, for my men, I'm telling you, bro,
Can't
hey,
do it.
don't never put your hand on a woman. If you gotta goddamn wrestle her up a little bit to try and get her to calm down, okay, cool. But don't put no force to where you're harming a lady. You feel what I'm
Hey,
saying?
that
No
was the
matter how
first
many
thing I
bowls
told
she
myself.
throwing, especially if y'all have a relationship together, it's
Mm.
not worth it, bro. And that's what I learned from my father, man. Is dog, that's the last thing. That's the last thing I
Fellas,
expect
I
my dad to do is like put his hands on a woman, man.
used
And
to
I
tell
feel
my
like
son,
everybody.
I said, if I ever hear you putting your hands on some of a female, I'm gonna come out there and I'm gonna beat your ass myself.
For sure.
And I've been telling him this, yeah, for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And that's one thing anybody can tell him that. His mom can tell you that. I said that, and I meant it. His sister can tell you that. And even when I was going overseas, boy, I'd be on the first flight back from Dubai, hunting your ass down.
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't gotta oh boy. I ain't shouldn't have said that word, but shout out back in them days to Dubai, nigga. Ooh. But yeah, yeah. I told him, don't you never do that.
Yeah.
You never do that.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
No.
It's tough, man. And
And I
and
know
like I
guys
say,
say, sorry to interrupt. I know guys say it's hard, but see, that's when it comes down to you have to watch what you pick.
that
And it doesn't have
yeah.
nothing, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
have nothing to do with interracial relationship. It doesn't have to do with being Muslim and having a dowry and having your wife picked out for you by your family. I mean, whatever the case may be,
Right.
whatever the case may be, whatever your religion is, because as you can see, I'm telling you, that's just two off the bat. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you still don't put your hands on them,
Right. I
so
think
it
yeah.
doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I think that that's where a lot of people now getting mixed up, man, is people go for the wrong things a lot of times. We get
Hmm.
so uh like focused on that box. Man, once you get that
Yeah,
first hit, well, you get focused on that
right.
thing, and you're not even really worried about like how this person is or like who they really are deep down inside. And then you just get hooked on it, and next thing you know, boy, you got issues. Boy, you got baby mama, baby daddy drama. Man, you all twisted. Man, you gotta be careful with who you
Yeah,
pick. Pick the people like a lot of times. See, and what people don't know is, man, you got to pick the people that pick you.
right.
You feel me?
That's the key.
Everybody always trying to go for that bad one. I'm talking to my men right now. Everybody trying to go for that bad one, the one that everybody want. Hey man, but that girl that's sitting in that corner who might be that 7, but when she throw on some makeup and take a little shower, she might be like an 8, 8.5. But that's the one that's the one that's gonna hold you down. But everybody want to go for that 9 or that 10 that
And
everybody
see,
want.
and the key is what you just said. She like she is 7. And what she gonna look like? That never mind.
Go with you. Go ahead,
That
man.
what it's gonna look like anyway the next morning. So
Yeah.
if that what you want right there, then damn it, that's what you want. Cause if it's a 7, 9, it's damn sure. If she can dress up to a 9, it's damn sure gonna be a 7. that's that that damn Sunday morning.
Yeah, hey, yo, hey, pops. Everybody want to pick that one that when you bring it back from the club and you wake up, she got her makeup all on your pillow.
Hey, she done went from a but see that's that goddamn naughty head talking to these gentlemen. That's that naughty head talking. Let me rephrase it a little bit, you know, because I about to go in and say these stupid motherfuckers. But I'm just going, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's all. Yeah.
yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Hey, so with that being said, man, hey, for my women and my men, man, y'all just be careful with who you all pick nowadays because man, nowadays, man, it's hectic. It's
Yeah,
real, you know,
it
and
is.
a lot of people have agendas that you might not even know because you don't know them, you know.
Excuse my friend.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
what you mean? What you mean? What you saying?
No,
Sorry.
that's stupid mother. I'm sorry. Excuse
No,
my
you
friend.
good. Nah, hey, you call it what it is, you know.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
so yeah, man. So yeah, maybe about to go ahead and log it on off. You know, it's about that time. You got something to tell them, pops? What's up?
Yeah, man. I appreciate these phone calls today, son, because it's been a minute.
You
And
know,
actually, man, I'm really starting to get into this because like I was telling you guys before, man, it was a time where shit, I still had the damn Razor or the Nokia phone. I didn't give a damn about no YouTube. And then my kids would be saying stuff. And so now I send a video out to my son, show him something on like TikTok or whatever y'all call that shit. And he's like, damn, Pops, man, I seen this like 30 years ago. I'm like, well, damn, bro, I don't know, because I used to didn't watch YouTube. So
yeah,
I just want to tell everybody, man, that I appreciate it. And I want everybody just to make sure you damn click that subscribe and that like button, man. And I just hope you enjoy what my son and I have to bring to you guys every day, man. Or whenever, every 2, 3 days, whatever the case may be. But I just hope you guys just take it in, man. And I just want you guys to show us some love, and I really want to show it back to you. And
that's right.
anytime I see a comment, I definitely try to respond back. And but yeah, man, this is a real conversation. I appreciate everything, man. And, if you got anything else to say, son, man, this is a good start of a weekend.
You feel me? Yeah, it's what time?
This is
It's
a good start of a weekend.
Saturday morning, my time, 2:17. What time is it? You Friday. Where you at?
So it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So it's 2 o'clock, 2:18 p.m. where you are right now, 2:18 in the morning,
Hey,
2:18 in the
yeah,
morning. So
yeah,
so that's why you gotta understand like our time difference is a little different. So that's why we try to do a little more and kick out 3 or 4 for you guys on the weekends so it'll be a little more so you guys can hit that like, subscribe, and keep
yeah,
that love coming.
yeah.
But yeah, that time difference is different from the sun. So
We have an 8 hour difference right now. You about like
right
16.
now it is.
I think you about like
So
16 p.m.
that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard on the weekday because man, we both work. I mean,
Yeah, man, we got things to do, man.
you know, I got to eat.
You feel me?
I got bills. So
That's right. Yeah, man. That's it. Like he said, man, like and subscribe. Y'all show some love and nothing but real content coming y'all way, man. Real real conversations from just two
from a
people,
father and a son, that's the crazy thing. Like
father and the son, man. It's special, man.
happening to like a homeboy at the strip club or something.
You feel me? And I know people right now, man, who have huge issues, man, with their sons and vice versa. Sons who have huge issues with their fathers, man. So I just hope that these bonds could be reconnected, you know.
Man, please fix that, man, because in the long run, it's not going to be nothing. I mean, this is the one that's taking your legacy on, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, now I have he's blessed me with a grandson that can keep it going even further, you know. So and my daughter, I'm sure, is coming down the pipe as well. So you know, you guys just got to be there, man. But I ain't gonna spit no more on that. We already know what it is. Like I said, hit that like, subscribe, man.
Yeah.
OG, I love y'all, man. Peace.
Holla, brother.